What's up, everybody? Episode 8, Los Cutty Clipper giveaway. Stay tuned. It's going to be a dope episode. Let's go. What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Los Cutty, and you're in the cut with today's guest, my homie, Baby Horchata, and the one and only, first time on camera, Mr. JC Cutty. What up, JC?
What's up, everybody?
JC can't do too much because he's in charge of the visuals. He's in charge of the cameras. He's in charge of everything that's going on. So we're going to keep it very limited with him, but we wanted to show the face behind the entire thing. But Baby Horchata, what's up, my brother?
¿Qué onda, bro? We back with another show, man. And this one's going to be really dope. It's going to be a banger for y'all, man. And thank you to everyone and their mother for participating, bro. We had a great reaction with not only Ivan's podcast, but just the contest that we have alone, man. And being able to see everybody's artwork and everything is really dope. So keep doing what y'all doing, man. It's been really difficult. We've been looking through all the submissions, and y'all did y'all thing, man.
I got to ask you, Ruben, you seem really excited about the contest that we had. In the barber industry, it's very, very, this is something that's been going on. A lot of people have been doing this for years, these competitions, hashtag. Is that something that you guys do in the comedy world?
Not really, bro, because we don't really have anything to ourselves. Like you were explaining it in Mario's episode when you were wearing support your local barber. There's not really one that says support your local comedian. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Well, for me per se, I got my logo on me. You know what I'm saying? So I've sold, I sell merch and stuff. So that's our, it's per brand, I guess. We don't have a broad saying, support your local bar. We don't really have.
Now, let me ask you this. If you had a shirt, let me ask you this. You're a comedian. You saw me walking around, and I had a big-ass logo that said support your local comedian. How would you feel about that? If you didn't know me, but you saw me with that shirt.
It'd be cool, man.
Would it be cool to wear?
Yeah.
Right?
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah,
maybe we should.
My point is like, as a barber dude, we take preference. Speaking of, right now I got the exclusive. I'm pretty sure I'm either top 5 in America, the only American barbers to have the original, legit Barber Josh OP hoodie. You see that right here? On the sleeves sewed in. If you guys don't know who Barber Josh OP, he is a legend from London, from the UK. I'm not sure if it's London exactly. But I met him I met him a couple years ago, but I seen him in London this past week, and I seen his merch, and it's all black hoodie, simple, clean, but he got this little, little stamp on here, and I take a lot of pride and joy wearing things like this rather than, those higher end brands. That to me is just, I take pride in that, which is why I was asking about you guys in your world, because in the industry that we're in, we do have competitions, and a lot of big names, we like to give back. So maybe for you guys, you should start, because one thing that I've noticed is that you guys do have this thing where you guys feel like you guys are divided, because we have the same thing, right? But one thing that brings us together are these expos, these barber shows. Yeah. And I don't know if there's anything like that in your world, or maybe you can come up with something that could bring your...
Comedy festivals.
Okay, yeah, you see?
I would say comedy festivals. You got to be accepted, or you got to be invited to be in them. So when you're in a room full of people that got invited, and it's that you
feel cool.
We all know we're at each other. Obviously, there's gonna be people better than you, but that you're at a level of expertise to where you're able to perform and be invited and accepted. So, but yeah, it's always gonna be that thing too, man. You're together but separated.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And you click with who you click with. It is what it is,
Oh yeah, because at the end of the day, bro, it's everything about energy and how they align with it, bro. A lot of people been doing it for 40 years and they haven't done something, and then for somebody to do it in 80% less time, they tend not to, be very, very happy of that. So
yeah, you just gotta move with the times. You understand, with more resources somebody has, the faster you should move. Not that you will, you should.
Yeah.
But let's get down to it, guys. We dropped a like Ruben was saying, Baby Horchata was saying, we did somewhat of a competition. It was really more of, we want to give back to the new generation barbers. Not just anybody. Anybody could enter this, honestly. You could be a beginner, you could be a student, you could be a vet. It doesn't matter. We try our hardest to do a podcast at least once a week. Every Wednesday, Thursday is our goal to film one. And we want to be able to give back. We have everything from a variety of different tools. Shout out to Babelist for the sponsorship. This week, we're going to do the Los Cut It. As you guys can see it right here, the clipper, not the trimmer, which is a boost motor, which is a phenomenon. JC, you got this. Why don't you talk about, do you like the Los Cut It clipper, and why?
I really like it. One of my first machines was the Hawk the Barber, the red and gold one, and I liked it, but it wasn't super powerful. It would snag a lot on my client's hair, and I kind of put it in the drawer and I stopped using it because it started pulling and stuff. But then I got that one from you, and all those problems were eliminated. It's a lot more like a senior. Like it's a lot more powerful, and I think they really like it. It definitely is an upgrade.
Nice.
For
You
sure.
still using them right now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, definitely. There you go.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even. I'm nowhere near a barber, but I definitely want to just get these just to have them. Feel like it's like if it had like a Lowe's cutted action figure too, bro. You press a button and it's you press a button, it's 100%. That's why it's like it's always 100%. So no, man, this is dope, man. Because me as a homie, bro, seeing you on the face of a product. And being a face of a company is beautiful, man. So big roses to you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I mean, I've been around every barbershop almost in Illinois, and I can say, bro, it's not often you see somebody's face on a product. So
That is true. You know what's crazy, bro? And not to drift off the topics, we're really gonna go in with this competition, and then we're gonna select winners and go with the topics. But I remember growing up, you know, and mind you, I started doing hair like before it was cool. And you know, sometimes your mom likes to show you off to like her friends or your tias and all that.
Oh yeah.
And people say sometimes people say like some things that are really really nice that you as a person you start to feel like it's far fetched. And I remember growing up when I was just like 12 to like 15 cutting hair, and people would be like, "Man, one day you know you're gonna be so cool to have your own clippers." And you know you would hear that,
Yeah.
but to me it was like that's impossible. Like.
Right.
Like, how am I gonna have a clipper that's like a Lowe's cutting clipper? How is that even a thing? And ironically, not only do I have a clipper that's that I represent, but a trimmer too, a Lowe's cutting trimmer and a clipper. It's crazy. I still can't believe it. But
That's what I was gonna ask too. Like, did you get to design this at all, or was this already?
yeah. Actually, we have the trimmer was the original idea, which came with a limited edition box that was designed by an artist that works on all the Marvel Capcom art.
Yeah.
Yeah, like legit artist. And he sent us, which was pretty cool because as an artist, I got to see how different people work. He sent us a bunch of questions and asked us like favorite foods, what's your, like just a variety of questions to get to know us a little better. And based off our response and answers, he drew the box out. And I got the box over there. I actually, Ricky, if you don't want to go to the shelf and bring it with you, in case you didn't pay attention to it. It has a lion on there. It has a Chicago subway station.
What?
It has fire. It's the red and black representing Bulls, Chicago 90s when it was really big. Shout out to JC's hat. Yeah, always repping. Somebody always got to rep in Chicago. So a lot of people probably don't see that. You probably saw through that. So past that. So right here it is. We have the limited edition trimmer box right here. It has a Lowe's Cutted signature on here. So every influencer from Sophie Staygold, Hawk the Barber, Rob the Original, Frank the Barber, Patty Cuts, each have our own signature on here. The description of the trimmer and what it comes with. And the coolest thing about this one, so this is the first one that dropped, is that they, if I'm not mistaken, they made over 10,000 copies worldwide, right? And anyone in Hong Kong can literally see a picture of me cutting hair. This is a picture taken in Hong Kong on stage. And I remember this because I remember it was the first time I've ever done an international hair show where people had headphones to get translated. So every time you say a joke, nothing hits, and then you're like, oh, that didn't work. And then 2 seconds later,
Oh, because they finally got. That's so cool, man.
right. So it was getting used to that. So that was that picture taken right there. And then they write a description about who you are and being a Chicago native and all that. The artwork is right here. You see a line. You see the line right here? And then the subway stations are in here. But what's cool is if I tilt this around, my freestyle designs are outlined right there. You see the designs? The yellow?
Yeah.
Those are my actual designs that I submitted, and he put them on there. So they did the limited edition box. It's sold out. There's still a few stores in Florida that people are tagging me that they see them in stores, but for the most part, they're sold out in Chicago. It's sold out everywhere. And then fast forward a year later, they dropped the Lowe's Cutting Clipper with the Boost, which is JC's favorite clipper. But now you guys get a chance somebody gets a chance to earn it today simply by killing a haircut this week.
I'm more of like the actual either content or even so if it's wholesome or If it makes me smile, bro, I'm probably gonna pick you, bro, because it don't gotta be it don't gotta be the freshest. You could be from Great Clips, and if you just manage to get somebody to smile, bro, that's gonna be it. So they definitely gonna be very technical on theirs. And dude, like I've seen a lot of these, bro, and this is crazy.
Ooh, this is actually a good one. Shout out to Zeus _ the _ barber. Zeus the barber, who had a variety of questions. And the first one that I read was how to attract high-end clientele. Ooh. How to attract. Now, is that something you guys do? I guess in your field would be more like get a rich person to hire you for like a private event, maybe?
So when I met Los,
Oh,
no, I mean that's it. At the end of the day, bro. Like,
No, I wanna hear it.
I think we discussed it, bro. I think we discussed it a while back. But chiming back into that, bro, you just never know who's in your audience. All right, so I never really. When I go into every show, I'm gonna bring the same energy, and now whether I bomb that show, it's a different story. But like, I always go in making sure it's 110% each time because you just really don't know who's in the crowd. And luckily, one time. I told Ricky, hey, bring out Lowe's, I want to meet him, et cetera, et cetera. Brought him out, I made him giggle, and now we're here. Like, it just, everything aligned to the point where this happens. So you never know who is going to be in your crowd. So do very well, and good things can happen, man. So at the end of the day, for attracting high-end clients, man, you just want to be out there. I mean, because I think our high-end client would be a high-end booker.
right.
So
Yeah.
somebody that can have you open for a Trevor Wallace or an Andrew Scholes or you know what I'm saying, it's the type of thing. And I'm still getting there, honestly. I'm meeting the connection. I mean, I'm at Laugh Factory this Friday, so if you in Chicago or around, man, pop out. And being in front of like the Laugh Factory people, they're gonna see you more often. When they see you more often, they're gonna think about you like, oh yeah, we're gonna throw him in. Because then after this one, I mean, next month, who knows? They put me in a couple shows or whatever. So if you're in a specific venue where you know there's gonna be powerful people there, you definitely want to give that extra. So
There's a certain price that's required to sit in my chair. There isn't an online booking. There's not an app. There's no link available to book with me. But what is available is all my high-end clientele that I have now, people that pay the premium price. The only way that anyone outside can get a haircut with me would be through word of mouth or a referral of any of them guys.
Well, I've only been in the shop for like 8 months now, so I haven't had a ton of time to really, build a huge clientele yet. But even in the short period of time that I have been in the shop, it's like you have to do a lot of cuts because you never know who's going to sit in your chair. You know what I mean? I remember one time there was this guy that came in and he had an appointment and he was late or whatever, and the other barber couldn't get him. So I ended up taking him later on because I had some space. And he just looked like an average dude. It turns out he has like all these supercars and like he's a really wealthy guy. And so you never know who's gonna sit in your chair. And he took care of me that day. He gave me like $80 or something.
Wow.
And it's like you never know. And I was charging 20 at the time. So you never know who's gonna sit in your chair, and you just have to treat everybody with respect and be professional. And like I said, I don't have a ton like you, Los, but I listen to what Los says, and over time it'll build up. So
how great of it is to have a mentor off the bat like Los, bro. I think
Stop hyping me up, man.
Man, nah, bro, man, look, bro, like people outside looking in, man, this dude gives, bro, and I'm big on giving, bro, and so he's humble. I will tell you off the bat. This dude's a great dude, but just looking at it from a student-wise, because we always gonna be students, bro, and just the way how we all flow. But imagining just like me, if like off the bat, bro, my mentor was Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how long we know each other, Jay?
Probably about 2 months after I started in the shop is when then I graduated school, and then that's when Ricky told me that you guys need a video editor, and that was at ABS, and I was working for the company that starts with a G. And
yeah, we don't want to name that.
It shall be remain
Respectfully.
Respectfully. But yeah, so that's when Ricky hit me up for that. But we've probably been working together like 7-8 months.
Yeah, that's facts. But hold on, let's not get off track. Ruben, select your topic, whatever you choose to want to talk about.
So, I think, okay, so this one's dope because I think females all around are very important in my industry as well as yours. And so this is going to be a very good question for all of us. It comes from L_Beats21. Female barbers, and how do you honestly feel they get treated in the industry? Now, like off the bat, bro, I feel bad for a lot of females when it comes
Hold on,
to
this is a non-bias because Ruben is not a barber, so this his opinion is gonna come like from how you see it. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear it.
So I feel bad for a lot of females. I mean, coming from even my industry as an actress, actresses, girl comedians. Girl comedians are look like, oh, girls are not funny. Da, da, da. Da. So they have to work 30 times harder, be at the same level as a man would be. So same thing for actresses, bro. I mean, they go through a lot of extra, really weird things, bro, that really can't talk about. But if you're a female in any type of industry, entertainment, artist, anything like that, I feel bad for y'all when it comes to not being already like at the level as the respect of a man should get. Like as of recent, I started hearing in the radio a lot more girl rappers. I'm like, I shouldn't be surprised. I feel like it should have been already there, but it's not. It's like a Megan Thee Stallion had to make 13, 14 different albums before she could hit, or Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, or all these girls having to put that extra oomph just to be in the same lane as a Tory Lanez or as a what I'm saying, Kodak Black or any of the sorts.
Okay.
So I mean, coming from my perspective, man, y'all have it hard.
Okay, I could agree to a certain extent. What I think is, I feel like this, because I get it. If you're just a female a barber that's a female that just started off, I could understand someone like that having those thoughts or wondering, or it depends on where you're from, what city, right? You might be from a place where it's not as common to have female barbers.
I got a little story about that.
But I think it's important to understand, and this goes back to, I like comparing females that are barbers and like students or people that are just starting off. If you really go back 5 years, 6 years, barber industry for females then compared to what it is now is improved so much, like so much. And I think that maybe 3-4 years ago, that question or that topic was valid. I think a lot of females did have a hard time being barbers and being respected in that field. But fast forward today, I mean, I go to shows, I go to competitions. I'm a part of a lot of things in the industry that I feel like women have earned their respect already. Now, is it a case of them just being impatient and wanting to succeed in a matter of 5 years to be at that level of we represent barbering now, not men? No, I think that's going to take a lot of times because for years and decades, men have ruled that industry. So have we accepted females? I like to think we have. I mean, dude, some of my greatest friends are some sick female barbers.
Oh yeah.
So I don't even look at it like that anymore. So when I hear these stories, two things go to my head. Either they're just starting and they feel that way because they don't understand how much we've already accepted female barbers that are females, or somehow, some way where she's at or living or located, they're mistreating her only. So it doesn't define that as the entire industry feels that way. I think we've accepted a lot of lady barbers. I feel like a lot of lady barbers are monsters. I mean, I've had plenty of girls cut my hair that laced me. Shout out to Allison. I mean, the list goes on that cut me up good. So I don't think that question is a problem today than what it was a few years ago. So, but I do agree. I think you get looked down upon as far as being a female barber. But Jay, you got a story, right? What's up with that?
It's nothing crazy, but I have a friend in the industry, and she's a female, and she was telling me one time when she was first starting out, she was cutting hair. Obviously, she's a barber in a barbershop, and some guy actually had the nerve to say to her, like, shouldn't you be sweeping floors? Like, why are you cutting like super rude? And barbershops, it can be, you get some characters in there, but yeah, I think overall it's a great thing that women are in the industry. I've got two that work at the shop that I'm at, and they're awesome. It's especially on a Friday, Saturday when everybody's in there and it's busy, and we got 12 stations at the shop. It's just nice to break up the energy, you know what I mean, to have like a female presence in there. And like Los was saying, my barber, I don't go much anymore, but my barber, when I was getting haircuts every week, her name's Adriana. She works with me at the shop, but she's a great barber. I tell her that all the time. But yeah, overall, I'm glad that women are in the industry. I think it's really cool, and just to have a different just to have different energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, dude. Because I mean, the thing about, mind you, when we first started having female barbers at official cuts, this is so new. Like it wasn't a thing. So you had barbers in there with egos. Like you couldn't
Right.
say anything to them because
Yeah.
you said it in front of her. All of a sudden, hey, just meet me in the parking lot. You know, like instantly, meet me in the park. All you want is where before when it was just us, dude, you can go far as like maybe you couldn't cross the line by bringing your mother's name up.
Yeah.
But we could go far, and it's all fun and games.
Yeah.
But if a female's in there and I
You gotta
and I,
chill
and
a
I
little
say
bit.
You go.
something, all of a sudden you're like you pull that Kevin Hart like, hey, man, let's go to the parking lot. So that's what I've noticed. So it's good to break up the energy as well because obviously if you're in a respected place, like one thing Mr. Official always said, I want my barbershop to be a place where even my own mother could walk in and feel comfortable. My sisters.
Right.
So that's always how I've worked. Like whenever I had a place, I wanted to make it a thing where I could bring my family here and not have that issue of feeling uncomfortable. So for _beats 21, don't know where you're from, don't know where you come from, but if you feel like you're not getting the respect you deserved, I seen a TikTok a couple days ago that, just to break it down, it was a water bottle. My man was like, this water bottle at Costco's is like 99 cents. This water bottle at a gas station is $2. This water bottle at the airport is $6. This water bottle on a plane is $9. This water bottle in a casino is $12. He's like, it's not the water bottle. Nothing changes about this. What changes is the location,
The
the value,
environment.
the environment. So if you feel as a female who's a barber that you're not getting the respect you deserve, maybe it's time to switch locations at the very least. But we're gonna go ahead. JC, do you have pictures? You want to pick a topic?
Yeah.
We have a lot of good ones.
So this one's from Mando Bat Barber, and it says, "What approach do you take when letting go of a client without coming out as rude?" There was this guy who
Ooh.
was showing up. He would show up like 15 minutes late, and I'm doing half-hour appointments right now, so that I'd get screwed
Oh,
if
yeah.
someone shows up 15 minutes late, and he didn't tip either, and tipping is a whole other discussion, but to show up late, to not tip, it kind of shows me that you don't respect my time. You know what I mean? So in the Squire system, what you can do is you can put them as prepay. So at first I did that so that I would make sure that he was showing up and not wasting my time. He'd still show up 15 minutes late. And then this past week, I just had to cut him off because,
How did you go about it?
He was super picky and everything. But what I did was, honestly, I just blocked him. Like, I didn't really, it wasn't.
And that's what not to do, ladies and gentlemen. No, but go ahead.
I just blocked
That's
them in
hilarious.
the system. I've had people where you really can't deal with them before, and they just make, because it's not like you can really like completely block them ever, because they could just make a new email or like put in a different phone number.
Or just
but-
walk in on
Oh,
the
this
shot.
the apps must be broken, bro. I had to make 3 emails, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's.
All right.
No,
well,
that's true though, bro.
I don't know if you have that problem, Ruben, but how? All right. So look,
It sounds like a breakup to me at this point.
I like to redirect. So I never fired people where it was so obvious or made anyone feel some type of way. I just redirected people. When you're at a barbershop and you have how many barbers you got in your shop? JC?
12 stations.
Beautiful. We at official, I think the most we've ever had was like 9. I started, all right, and I'm sure you've had this, JC. If not, it'll come. Or you guys. When you're a barber and you get annoyed by certain people, say you're a barber, you're not as busy as someone that's cutting hair all day, every day. And me, when I was at official cuts after like 8 years, it got to the point where I was cutting. If I'm there, I'm cutting hair. If I'm not cutting hair, I'm not there. It's that simple. And even when I was slow and I had like 4 or 5 openings tomorrow, and that one person, we used to call him in Chicago, we say irks. You could irk my life. We used to have that irk that would reach, and this is before apps. This is when people would reach out to you personally. I was never available, ever available. I would always make my time harder, and then I'll let them in. And then the next time they try to book, I make it harder, let them in. Eventually, they tend to snap. And all my old clients watching this, I did not do this to you. No. But you make yourself unavailable to the point where once you start to sense that they're getting a bit frustrated, then you redirect.
You know who? Well, yeah, because there's some bookers that I don't want to book with no more. Like when it comes to like comedy shows, it's not even their demeanor and like that. It's just that the show doesn't have that vibe that you want.
So do you make yourself unavailable?
Yeah, all the time. Oh, you available today? Nah.
Yeah, and then you look good when you're not available. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Because you build this anticipation where people are like, damn. It's like when you hear about this badass restaurant and then you call to make reservations. Like, oh, we're booked out this week, and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
Now I
No,
gotta-
that's real, bro.
now I
Because
gotta go.
now that we're producing shows here and stuff, and I'm producing shows all over Chicago, there's this couple comedians that I'm trying to get on, but and even when you think you have enough time, you're like, oh, it's a month and a half to the show start. Hey, bro, can you do this?
Booked
Hey,
out.
I'm out that weekend, bro. I'm gonna be in like California that week. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's real out here, B.
so it's it's real, man. It's sometimes just. And it's not like I don't know. It's a whole different thing. It's just multiple factors. But if I know that I'm just not gonna enjoy it or have fun, or I'm not interested.
All right. On to the next one. This is a good one, actually, and I wanted to get to this one ASAP. This one comes from Roy the Barber, 3 R's in the end. Roy the Barber, one word, and then 3 R's at the end. What do you charge these brand deals when they reach out? How do you value your content? That is a phenomenal question, but the answer to that, in my opinion, is it varies, man. All right? So let me draw a scenario for you guys. For those of you guys that have been following me for, I say over 10 years, knows the first company I was a part of. The first cosmetic company that I started with the letter E. That was the first official contract I signed. Then I'm a part of Babyliss today. Shout out Babyliss. Another contract, and then I'm part of Level 3. Shout out to Level 3. I'm contracted with them too. Now, if Nike were to hit me up, Nike's a well-known brand. I'm gonna aim for the sky. I'm gonna call my lawyers. I'm gonna be like, yo, it's Nike. Like, I mean, we need a signing bonus. We need all these digits. So if you're getting reached out by a brand who's already a brand and who's already got a wave going, then you would approach that differently. Me, when I started with their first company, when I started with Babyliss, when I started with Level 3, no one knew who the hell they were, right? Basically, they were starting off in the industry. So I had to look at it a couple ways. Do I ride someone's wave that's already hot, or do I help this brand and start off small with them and blow them up? Now, thank God, the first company that I signed with, it wasn't a major deal or nothing, but it made sense to me at the time, and we made that company a name. When Babyliss reached out in 2016, I remember I would tell barbers, like, yo, you heard of Babyliss? They're like, what? No one knew what Babyliss was. Now, am I going to take that risk in my career to believe in the product in the hopes that one day it blows up so well that when it's finally doing good, you're so grandfathered in? Or did I want to be greedy and say, oh, well, I Googled Conair and they're worth X amount of dollars. Well, I need this much. So valuing yourself and valuing an opportunity are two different things. If you're just someone that wants to collect a check and you feel like you're worthy, your content's on point, you're getting a lot of followers and a lot of views, then you have to value yourself based on how much you make when you're not working for this company. What do you do at home? What's your time worth? Add tax to it. And that would be your budget per day or per weekend or however you look at it. But if you're just somebody who's starting off and for some good faith of God, you become extremely really good and really fast, then you might want to base your contract or deal with these companies based on opportunity. Well, I get to work for this company and they get to fly me all over the world and I get to prove myself. You might not get paid a lot of money, but the opportunity will be there. So there's two things you have to look at, two different factors, and that's what I've learned in my 10 years of working for companies.
I was going to ask you, actually, what do you think about outreach, though? Because in his question, he was saying, how do I reach out to these companies?
You don't.
I've heard you say that before. Like, if you're really making that much noise in the industry, you're going to get hit up, you know?
Stay in your lane till your time to shine, bro.
No, that is facts. And it sounds cruel, and I think people are still just, if you're focusing on that, you're focusing on the wrong thing. You hear about these rappers and, owning their own masters, and, like, that's the biggest thing. I think Bad Bunny got a 90-10 deal. You know what that is?
Oh, beautiful, man.
90-10 deal. He gets 90% of everything. And
80%, 80-20.
No, it's a 90-10.
Google.
I don't know, man. I did my research, unless we're both watching two people that are wrong. One of them's who got to be wrong. But Bad Bunny got a 90, to my knowledge. If Ruby corrects me, cool. But to my knowledge, it's a 90-10 deal, which is very few, not a lot, not even Drake, no one has that. And Bad Bunny owns all his masters. So at the end of the day, you don't have to be owned by anyone. You're in a day of where you're in a day in today's age, like you yourself could be it, and other people could see the value in you. You don't have to rely on anyone or anything to help you with that. But as Ruben's looking for that, am I right or wrong?
There's a bunch of videos, so I'm not gonna click it and watch somebody's video. Regardless, though, that's the craziest, one of the craziest deals anyone's ever heard. And it's funny because everyone's trying so hard to debunk it. They're like, no, it's no way, no, it's no way. I'm like, yeah, there is a way. It's the fact that a lot of these rappers and entertainers, they jump at the bonus, which a lot of the bonuses are 20K. That's it, 20K up front. And you put it in perspective, a lot of these people come from really bad neighborhoods and really poor growing up. So you throw 20K in anybody's face, they're gonna, oh yeah, signing bonus, cool. Oh, I get some piece of my music too, cool.
You know, I know some rappers that sign some major labels that they get like the little 15,000 bonus. They sign, they think they're gonna make it, and then they get shelved.
Exactly, and that, bro. And what's scary too, bro, it's like now we're talking about like the whole Glorilla situation with FNF. That song is streaming wise, everything. She should be a millionaire by now, right? Nowhere near, absolutely nowhere near it. Because the person who's getting it is the person who signed her. It's not even these rappers are making their own labels now, and they're signing them to their label, and they get all the dough.
Yeah,
they give her the little chain, and then they give her a 20K, and then that's it, and then boom, like
20K. I mean, I'm not gonna say 20K ain't nothing, but you can go through 20K really quick if you want to. All right, I'm gonna jump into another topic. This is from slow way down Alexis. Slow way down Alexis. What's the only thing you've accomplished? Okay, what's the only thing I've accomplished? Oh, what's one thing I've accomplished that I'm still stunned by it? I mean, did I really accomplish this Clipper? I think I just did what I had to do, and the company saw value in me. And this is something that still, I look at it and it just blows my mind. And for those of you that are just listening, it's the Los Cut Clipper and the trimmer. But there's a variety of things, from first time I'm being on stage in front of 1,000 people and performing, first time being in my international classes and performing with people that can't speak English, first time doing my first all Spanish 4 days in a row, every other hour for 8 hours straight in Colombia. This seminar, when I got booked for Colombia, shout out to my homie Dennis, this guy was like, oh, you're gonna love it, but said it really sarcastically. And I'm like, why? He's like, they're gonna work you. This show was 4 days long. Typically in America, your show is 2 to 3 days. This show was 4 days long, and typically in America, there's about 8, 6, 7 educators, so you guys all rotate every hour. And that's just barbers. That's not even including the hairstyle, the Cosmos, who also rotate on the same stage. So you're going up maybe once, twice. Colombia was every other hour, and it was just 2 people, one Cosmo person and then me. Shout out to my girl B from Dallas. She was the one that went with me. She's very fluent in Spanish, so to her it was like no big deal. I'm in there 4 days straight, all Spanish. My Spanish is good when I'm speaking. It's not great when I'm educating. So that I was stunned by. I mean, the list goes on. When I battled Diego, when I did my Blueprint DVDs. I mean, the list goes on.
Hey, Los.
Yeah.
How did you find models for that Colombia show? If you're doing that many, like heads.
Well, look, shout out to social media. So I have a lot of followers in Latino America.
Okay.
Which, gracias a Dios a toda mi gente de Latino America que me sigue y me apoya, porque when I go to these shows, all I have to do is just find people that follow me from Colombia and be like, yo, bless me. And people just bless me with their models and their clients and all that. So thank God.
We've kind of talked about this one. It's pretty much like the journey of a new barber. So I think JC, I think this would be a good one for you.
Ooh,
journey, this one's from Jocko Cuts. And it's a topic I would love to hear you guys talk about. It's the journey of being a new barber and finding their groove to be confident and comfortable.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of a bad example because off the bat, like literally 2 months after I started working the shop, I got in contact with Los.
But hey, hold on. Ain't no luck in this world, bro. How did you get in touch with me? How did you get? You can't just sit here. Oh, Los came on my doorstep and picked me up and cradled me. No. Something happened that you ended up in my possession. So maybe that's just something a new barber has to hear to say, hey, it depends on how you move. Things can happen. Right. How did that go about?
Well, I would say if you're a barber student, take as much opportunity as you can to just put your name out there, put yourself out there, because especially if you're going to school full time, like all you have is time. And you know, in school, most of the time you're sitting, not really doing that much. Like besides your book work and maybe people walk in, you're not really doing much. So just like what I did was I bought a camera to take pictures of my haircuts, and then I just started taking videos of people at school, and then from there I started going to events, and I was just doing it for free. And then I met Ricky, and then we kind of stayed in contact for a little bit. And then when the position came up, you know, it was one of those things where it was just right place, right time. And the only way that's gonna happen is if you put yourself out there. So that'd be my advice, honestly. A lot of people look at being a new barber as like a disadvantage. I think it can be a really good advantage because you have a fresh slate. Like there's people who are in their groove. There's people who've been cutting for 10 years plus, and they're like stuck in their groove. It's gonna be very hard for them to change unless they really, really want to. So that's what I would say. Just take as much opportunity, and that goes for haircuts too, not just like doing other stuff like video. Like do as many different haircuts as you can. Do white dudes, black dudes, Mexicans, like Asians, like everybody. Then you're gonna be a really good barber that way. So
That's right. You see, but that's from JC, right? Let me tell you how it came about, because we get a lot of people that reach out to us that want to work with us. And, we can't let everybody in, and I can't afford to pay everybody. But how it was, Ricky comes up to me one day, and he was like, yo, I got a new guy that's interested in working with us.
Can you do it in his accent?
Ricky does. You kind of do have an accent, but he was just like, hey, I got a new guy. Here's what caught my attention, because I want you guys to pay attention. It could have been anyone else. It could have been a message, a direct message. It could have been anybody. But Ricky's like, yo, I got this guy that's willing to work for us, and he could edit our videos and shoot our vlogs and all that. He doesn't want to get paid. He wants to do everything for free. That's what got my attention. I forgot what I was doing at home, and when he said free, I turned around. I was like, free? What do you mean free? He was just like, yeah, man, he just wants to be exposed. He wants to be a part of the opportunity. He just wants to learn. And I was like, all right, well, let me see his work. And he pulls up his work. One video that I had to see, that was enough. Once again, it's important to learn other things outside of hair, especially if you plan on being on social media. He picked up a camera, started taking photos, started doing video, same as I. Because I understood video and how to edit video, I was able to look at his work and understand, okay, this is the quality, and this is how much he knows. He gets it. He understands the vision. He understands how to edit, and that's big. I was like, cool, bring him in. Met him, cool-ass dude. Plus, we need a white boy on the team, But it's a good look. We got a white boy on the team. He got blue eyes. He's always he's the driver at all times. But the fact that he told Ricky, he's like, dude, I don't even need to get paid. I just want to be a part of this all, was enough for me to bring him in, because, dude, so many people are so concerned about getting paid and getting money when they fail to realize that sometimes you just have to sacrifice time and effort for bigger things to come instead of get a little paycheck. Because I could have paid him a couple $100 for a video, and then I probably would have never seen him again. But it was the free that got him there. So for the new guys watching, there you go.
Now don't blow his phone up saying, "Hey Los, you said I do. Hey, I clean your bathroom for free." No, no. You get anytime you reach out to anybody for opportunities, man. Definitely put money last, bro.
Yeah.
Put the longevity in first priority, because at the end of the day, you never know what's gonna happen. Let's make people stay, y'all.
All right, guys. I know you guys all been waiting for. We try to sustain it for quite a while, but we're at 48 minutes, and I think it's the perfect time. We are getting ready. Me and JC are gonna pick one, and Ruben's gonna pick his own. Now, Ruben, if you have yours, feel free to.
I don't actually.
Okay.
So let me look at it.
So one thing I'm gonna do right off the post, the top, I see all the pictures and everything. But what's in for me, and I'm gonna make this quick. Also, these are all the photos that we get, but we got way more reels. I'm gonna go into the reels. The reels have a lot more. And I remember going through them all, and there's a few that caught my eye, but the one that really caught my eye, and as I go through them one more time, I'm looking for something that to me tells me skill, precise, and experience. This one was good right here, JC. This guy right here. It was so dope, but the only issue that I have with it is like all that hair But my man's got a ball fade, man. You could have done some magic with this. It was clean work. Nothing, like, I'm not taking it away. I mean, the fade's amazing. Everything's clean. But I guess somebody from my background, I mean, if I had that much hair, there was so many other things I would have done differently. A lot of design work here is cool. But the one that caught my eye, and I'm still looking at other ones. I mean, look at all these right here. The one that really caught my eye was on the first bar right here. You got 19,000 views. This is from Lindell_44. I mean, look at this cut, guys. This guy right here, JC. Pull it up.
Right.
Right now, he shows the after. I mean, to me, I just see finesse. This is, I mean, look at this. Look, I mean, if you, come on.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
The angle. I'm a big fan on reclining the head back because for some reason, all haircuts look amazing at that angle. Just the aesthetic of it.
The enhancements look good too. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't. It's not
exact-
overdone.
It's not overdone and it looks good. I wonder what he used.
Yeah, we should ask him.
That to me, right now, just based off that, is just such a clean cut that I'm willing to give this one the W. But before I do that, I'm gonna go over.
My pick is probably not gonna be the most fire haircut. I just
That's what
think
you like.
It's what you know.
That's what makes it cool.
If your motto is made me cheese or something like that, bro, like you were able to give me energy, I might just pick you, bro, because. I mean, anytime that anybody's in the barbershop, bro, looks mad for some reason, bro. Like, at me, bro, I'm happy. I'm like, man, I'm about to get somebody's baby mama this week. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
All right, guys. So we had to cut and edit it because we were literally going over this for too long, and we didn't want to bore you guys by making these type of decisions. But just know that as a judge, it can be really hard to pick a winner. And me and JC got it down to 3 finalists. The first finalist is going to be this gentleman by the name of Lindell, Lyndell_44. His overall look, aesthetic, fade, everything about this haircut is clean. And, I mean, look at the end of the beard literally lining up to the edge of his mouth. The aesthetic, the blend, the shape of, I mean, it's such a clean cut. Look at this. So this right here screams experience. It screams he's comfort, like precise. I mean, all these type of things that I see. The second person that we have is so this guy right here, Jers_the_barber, and his haircut is an overall aesthetic look. You can tell there's enhancements, white enhancements on his lineup and in the beard. He has a little bit of brown. I'm not sure if that's natural or if it's enhanced, but the overall look is eye-catching. Scar on his nose, the eye. Is this something that if I was scrolling up and down, I'll stop
That
and
definitely
take a
caught
look?
my eye
Yeah,
for sure.
no pun intended.
yeah, tickle my eye.
So thank you guys that all participated in the cut week. Hashtag is going to be the official hashtag for the week of. You cannot post cuts that are older than a week. We're going to obviously look at the dates. Oh,
Wait, does that throw it up? That eliminates him, right?
Oh,
Would that eliminate him?
edit it all out. Holy crap! Hold on, let's look at my winner. I just looked at the dates now, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they were talking about months.
Wait a minute. Damn, you see, this is how things happen.
I didn't
Hold
even
on.
notice.
Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if both of these are October 3rd. No, none of them qualify, guys. Yo,
Damn.
this is why we. All right, so it's in the cut week. So it's the cuts you did this week. I'm sorry, guys. I think week would be from last Wednesday, so it'll be from the 12th to today, which is the 19th. Damn. Now we gotta select another.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, guys. Damn. That's crazy. We didn't.
August. This is my other one.
I guess we
man.
just assumed everybody was in the hashtag their week's work. Some of you guys may agree, may not agree. Doesn't matter. He showed a variety of amazing work, a lot of skill, and Barber Joshua Pete liked it. You know what I mean? That's some strong validation right there. So my winner for this week's winner is gonna go to Lee Hanford_official. The official winner, who posted this post 12 hours ago, guys. So shout out to him. Shout out once again to our runner-up, Martin. But Baby Ochata, who is it for you?
So
For the GOAT T-shirt.
so 2 days ago, this was submitted by Jay Blends. I like skin fades, bro. I'm big on skin fades.
Jay Blends 2 days ago.
Yeah, is that valid or?
Dude, you pick whatever you want. Whatever.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
like,
2 days ago. It's gotta
okay.
be 6 days.
Okay, within 6 days. So Jay Blends _ out of Executive Barbershop. I enjoy your skin fades, man. So.
All right, Jay Blends. Send us
so-
your t-shirt size. These are oversized
T-shirt
t-shirts.
size. These, and just in case we edit it out, here's the t-shirt. We have it, bro. The GOAT logo. And turn around. Los Cut It signature. These are very good quality, y'all, man. As soon as my boy handed me this, I was like, man, I can't wait to get one, bro. These are gonna be durable. And they look warm too. It's like a shirt crew neck.
Oh yeah, no, they're dope.
Tan
Oversized.
gruesos, mijo.
Stay tuned. The official drop is mid-November. I'm excited for that. For you guys to, I mean, you guys see the beanie. It's getting cold out here, so I got the beanie going.
Hace frío, mijo. Ponte la
Hace
beanie.
frío. But guys, thank you guys so much for participating. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. There's so many more questions than topics, but like always, times get the best of us. But there's always gonna be room for more. Stay tuned. Our next guest is gonna be a big one from the UK. I'm excited to announce him. We got JC in the cut. This is the man behind all the switches, the cameras, the visuals, and then Ricky in the back, and our co-host for today, Baby Horchata. Our co-host all the time, Baby. Until he gets a role in a movie where we can't see him anymore, Baby Horchata's gonna hold it down.
Yes, sir, man. So thank you guys once again for participating in this, man. Like me being an outsider looking in, this is dope seeing the artwork that you guys are able to bring, and the participation was dope, man. We didn't know. We put the hashtag out, last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, man, there's going to be like 20 cuts to go through. But no, we were literally scrolling, and you guys don't see this, but the unedited version, the director's cut, is supposed to be like about an hour and a half. But you guys is very talented, man. So I'm excited to see y'all continue this and then see what's next, bro. And hope, man, who knows what's the next award is or whatever, man. But showing you guys recognition for your guys' hard work is dope too. So thank you, Los, too, man.
Of course.
Man, these are beautiful, beautiful merch, and man, being a part of history too, man. So
Thank you, man. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Stay tuned. Episode 9 is gonna be a big one. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 9,000 subscribers. You know, slowly but surely. But thank you guys for tuning in. This is In the Cut with your co-host, Baby Horchata, JC Cut It, Ricky, Average Panda, and your very own host, Los Cut It. Let's go.
boom.
That's gonna be some heavy. Congrats to the winners.
That was stressful.
That was a little stressful. We didn't know how to go about it, but we did it. We got 2 winners and I'm ready to go, man. Stay tuned for the next one. Let's go.